wondering, Dr. Mary, why was it a wake-up call? What I discovered, because we are always on the go to seldom take time to pause to evaluate our lives. When we find ourselves feeling unsettled and unhappy, we just stay stuck in high gear and hope it goes away. We just keep running and running and running. Being in lockdown, physically as well as emotionally, we could not escape from our thoughts and feelings, and we really were forced in a way to face them. Whether we liked it or not, it was staring at us in our face. Our thoughts, our feelings, our accomplishments, or not, was staring at us in our face, and we could not run for them. Which is why many people developed anxiety and depression during that time. Well, I noticed recently that people really haven't shook off those experiences over the last few years. And it was a result of working and speaking with people from all of the U.S. as well as other parts of the world during and after the pandemic. It reveals a sense of connectedness and commonalities in dealing with these difficulties and uncertainty. The sense of uncertainty about the future really played havoc on everyone, and still does at this time in our lives. During and after the pandemic and lockdown, while a lot of people struggled, I noticed there were a lot of people who flourished. You're probably saying, really, Dr. Mary? And I'm like, yes. Why was that? In discovering these patterns, it inspired me to write my book, Bouncing Back from Difficult Times, and led me to create this podcast back in January. From my experiences as a psychologist for many years, and many years as a book author and speaker, as well as my own experience in these recent years, it inspired me to reach out to all those who are still suffering because of the recent pandemic or other problems in their lives, as well as a variety of other difficulties people are facing in their lives right now or even in the near future. My recent book and this podcast is for everyone who has ever experienced difficulties and difficult times in their life. In our discussion today, I'm going to cover some key lessons, which include reasons why some people can't cope with difficulties while others rise above it and come out of it better. How some people survive and thrive during difficult times while others suffer. And ways you can overcome those difficult times or steps you can take to rebound and rise above your challenges. I shared my story with you many podcasts ago called The Victoria Story. If you haven't listened to that, please go to the Optimism Habits Made Easy earlier podcast episode and listen to my Victoria story. Defeating thoughts and habits kind of keep you down. So defeating thoughts and habits include complaining, of course, blaming, and dwelling on problems. These patterns, these self-defeating thoughts and reactions keep you stuck, and emotions such as anger, worry, fears, and blaming others just anchors you down even more, making it difficult to rise above your problems. Some people, on the other hand, believe that difficult times serve a purpose if we just take the time, take a pause to learn from them and stories we developed about them. Troubled times, disappointments, pain can help you learn and grow if we welcome them into our life. Difficult times teach us lessons, they guide us and help us learn valuable lessons that can only be taught to us during the time of crisis.